It's Tuesday, February 12th. How you doing this morning? I'm a little stressed out. I get stressed out, I start doing this a lot. So my current project at work is to use data from LRO, that stands for Lunar Reconnaissance Orbiter. I'm using data from the LAMP instrument, that stands for Lyman Alpha Mapping Project. That instrument and that spacecraft have been in orbit around the moon for more than 3 years. The LAMP instrument is an ultraviolet spectrometer. So spectrometer just breaks up the light into its constituent parts. Basically a rainbow, but we're looking in the ultraviolet, not in the visible. The instrument is really tuned to look at Lyman Alpha, and this is emitted by the sun, and it's also reflected off of dust in the solar system back down to the moon. The main goal of LAMP is to look at the permanently shadowed craters at the north and south pole of the moon. By doing that, they can see the craters where no sunlight has been for, I don't know, millions of years. And this is where they think the water ice is migrated into and hidden in these little dark places. My thing has been to look at the atmosphere of the moon. You might think the moon doesn't have an atmosphere. Well, it does have a small atmosphere. And we've known about this since the Apollo era. These things which are in the atmosphere are not like gases in our atmosphere which kind of flow around. On the moon, they just kind of bounce across the surface. It's called a surface-bound exosphere. They don't interact with other atoms or molecules, and they don't even know that the other ones are even there. So using LAMP, what it's been doing has been going around the moon continuously for 3 years over different parts of the moon, mostly going from pole to pole, looking at the surface. There are times in the orbit when the surface is in darkness, but there is a part of space between the surface and the spacecraft which is still in light, and that light can help the atmosphere glow at certain wavelengths, indicating what makes up the atmosphere. However, the task is not as simple as that, because when it looks down, it's also seeing reflected light from stars and dust reflecting off the surface. And so what I've been doing is taking the night side, so when the spacecraft is in total darkness and the surface is in total darkness, to map out in location the brightness of the sky. And that's worked pretty well. We have so much data. I'm getting down to the nitty-gritty as far as the signal goes. And now I'm starting to see things that I can't make quite sense of. Now, beyond mapping and location, 2 more components I hope are my issue. It's time and it's temperature. So the mission has been going on for 3 years, continuously working, and the instrument sensitivity has gone down a little bit over that time. So the second part is temperature. The instrument warms up when it's in daylight a little bit more and cools down when it's in more of the darkness. And as it does that, the wavelength grid kind of moves back and forth in the detector, which is one part which I've known about, and I've corrected for that. But there's also sensitivity to the different wavelengths. And that's also been a hard part to get out. I'm hoping what I'm running right now on my computer will fix this. This has been a problem, and I keep thinking I'm getting close to an answer, and when I test it, it doesn't work. So who knows, and that's why I keep pulling my hair out. Alright, this is probably going to be a pretty long video and hard for me to edit, so I'll be editing and writing code at the same time. Isn't that fun? Said no one. And that chef video, that was pretty funny. I like the coffee, although I don't drink coffee. But maybe sometime if you make it for me, I might try it, just to see what it's like. And then I'll probably never drink it again. Alright, speak to you later. Bye. Now someone's walking into the room. I feel like a crazy person. Edit that part out.